I thought I would come on here and just talk about some authors that will never disappoint me, no matter what they write, ever. First one off, Ashley Herring Blake. I've loved her writing since I read her middle grade, Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World, which is a queer middle grade novel, and I'm really in love with the Bright Falls series. I need to get the third one, but I read the first two and I've loved both of them. I have her Christmas story that just came out, which is Make the Season Bright, on my Libby holds. This next author I kind of fell off for a little bit. That is Anamarie Mmore. I've loved their writing since When the Moon Was Ours, one of my favorite books back when I first started my YouTube social media journey in like 2017. They're just such a good writer, honestly, and their stories always find a way to pull at my heartstrings. But my favorite by theirs is Blanca and Roja. The next one I think has made the rounds through BookTube. I don't know if she's remade rounds in TikTok. I haven't seen it very much. Erin Morgenstern as an author. I was always very iffy on the Night Circuit, but I loved it, or remember loving the audiobook when I read it. And I really loved The Starless Sea when that came out. I read that and I cried. And I'm super excited to hear whatever Erin Morgenstern comes out with, however long that may take. Another one is Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I have loved her since Mexican Gothic. Really reinstated my love for Gothic literature. I have 2 books on my physical TBR from her, which is The Daughter of Dr. Moreau and The Seventh Veil of Salome. Honestly, well-rounded author, has a variety of genres that she dips her toes into quite frequently. We have one that I've only read 2 books from, but I've loved her writing in these books and the messages that she carries, and that is Tiffany D Jackson. I've read Grown and Monday's Not Coming. White Smoke's on my TBR, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But the way that Tiffany D Jackson just creates these messages, this book threw me in for such a huge loop and really solidified the fact that I love Tiffany D Jackson as a writer and will do so for the rest of my life. The other one is what I consider to be the queen, or one of the queens of retellings, but what solidified my love for this author was her superhero series, and that is Marissa Meyer. I loved the Cinder, those retelling sets, and I thought that they were really fun, but I wasn't sure how I felt about Marissa Meyer as an author until I read the Renegades trilogy. This book had everything I wanted from superhero prose and more, and it was just so heartbreaking that I just want to see more of Marissa Meyer's ability to write these kinds of stories. And the last one I mentioned a ton on my account. She comes up a lot, and that is Sabaa Tahir. I've loved Sabaa Tahir since A Number in the Ashes quartet. I have Air sitting on my back burner because I am going through a fantasy slump. I loved her contemporary, On My Rage,